Hi everybody, so it's Kathy with Be Creative with Kathy, and today I have a card for you. Now I have a club that meets every month, and then I send them a swap, and this was my swap for this month's club meeting, and as promised I try to make my swap on video and show you how to make it. So we're gonna just jump right into it and get started. So here I have a piece of thick whisper white cardstock that is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. So it's just your normal card base, thick whisper white. I'm going to use the Good Morning Magnolia stamp set. Now this is a stamp set that comes in two. Let me show you this way, I think it's easier to see it. It's on page 34 of the annual catalog, and it has all of this in that stamp set. Isn't it really pretty? And then it also has, when you see in the catalog that it's gray like that, that means it has coordinating dies. And these are the things that will cut out, the dies will cut out. Plus I think they have a couple extra ones in there. Well, let's go look. Page 182, let's see what's in the die set real quick, and then we'll start the card. Yeah, so see, it has all of these pieces in the die set, which cut out some of the images in the stamp set. But since the stamp set is so big, and when I was making my card I made like 12 of them because it was for my club swap, I'm going to use my Stamparatus. I need a piece of grid paper so I don't get my Stamparatus all inky. Plus I'm going to make some marks on it today. And a magnet. Where's my magnet? Here's my magnet. Okay, I'll hold my paper down for now. I also have a piece of whisper white. Now this piece is 3 1/4 by 4.5, I think. Now if you go to my blog, Be Creative with Kathy, all the measurements will be on there. But I'm going to set that up right here. Now since I want to, when I was making more of these, I just went ahead and made a little pencil mark or pen mark right here, so I know that that's where I'm going to set my paper. And I can't put it up toward the edge because my stamp is going to be in the way, if you know what I mean. Watch, I'll show you. So I have my Stamparatus here. Let me scoot him over so you can see what I'm doing. I have my paper down. I don't need the black foam mat that comes with the stamp, or I'm sorry, with the Stamparatus, because I'm going to use a red rubber stamp. But I'm going to put him about there, and then let me find the words. Where did those missing? Right here. I'm going to do the thinking of you and set that this way, right about there. Does that look straight to you? I think that needs to be straight like that. You see what I did? Then I'm going to close my plate here and pick up those stamps. Okay, I like to put a stamp set under the plate here. That makes it lay flat. I'm going to use some Sahara Sand ink and just ink up my stamp and that thinking of you, and then just slap it down on the paper. Okay, oops, see how I missed this part, so I'm going to ink it up again. Excuse me, I got a little frog in my throat. And then put that down and make sure I get this corner that I missed last time. There, so much better. Is that not beautiful? Now if I was making a bunch of them, I would take this piece off, make sure my paper is still in the corner here, and then I would put my next piece up there in that little corner where I drew that pencil line. But since we're only making one today, we're going to go ahead and stamp the inside of the card too. So I have another plate here. Wait, I'm going to do it this way because that did not work off camera. Put my plate in there. This time I'm going to take my cardstock. Now it's probably going to be off camera. Let me try to put it like this. And I'm going to set him about here. And now if I was doing a bunch of them, off camera again, I would put a little pencil mark right here so I would know where to put my paper. But since we're only doing the one, I'm not going to worry about it. But on the inside, and remember I'm stamping upside down because really this is the top of my card down here and this is the bottom. So I'm going to set this flower right here and this, so someone needs to tell me what exactly this is. I call them wing-a-dings, probably because I don't know what they're called, but they're really pretty wing-a-dings. So I'm going to just set that there. Now, you know what I can do is I can take this plate off, there we go, and move my stamp apparatus this way so you can see what I'm doing. Put a stamp set underneath there. Once again, I'm going to ink up those stamps, set it down, apply a little bit of pressure, and then just for kicks I'm going to do it again. Get it stamped nice and dark. There, look how pretty. Now when we figure out what this is called, this little wing-a-ding, because he is just really pretty, I love him. Now I would take this piece here and just go run it under the sink with some clear water to rinse off those stamps, to clean the stamps, or you could take your chamois and clean them that way too. But we're all done stamping. Now I want to show you, this is what I found really exciting. Stampin' Up! Shimmer paint. Now how many of us actually use Stampin' Up! Shimmer paint? This is the Champagne Mist. And I'm going to just take, well, you know, I should have done real quick. I think I did shake it, but I'm going to just give it a little, make that ball inside that tube, jar, or whatever that is. I'm going to go around, mix the paint, and just a drop. It doesn't take very much. Oh, I guess we're going to do 2 drops because the second, 3 now. Doggone it. Okay, now we have our shimmer paint. And then have you seen Stampin' Up's new water painters? They are great. They have 3 different sizes, a great big brush, a medium brush, and a small brush. Now I think they are new and improved because to me, the tube that holds the water, because you unscrew them and you put some water in there and you put them back in, but I think this is longer, holds more water. I think the brush tips are longer, which makes them better. And then it has this little place right here to put your fingers. It says push on it, and that's what you would squeeze to get the water out. Now I don't want water in there, so I'm not going to squeeze it. I am going to have a paint or a paper towel on hand just in case. But I've got my shimmer paint here on the block, and here's my flower. I'm going to bring this in. Ooh, I need a piece of paper, piece of scratch paper. We'll use this one from the stamp apparatus, so I don't get any paint on my work surface here. But I'm going to just pick up some of that paint and then paint those leaves of that flower. And I don't know if you could see, but it is absolutely beautiful. So you know this card is not I did not create this card. I found it on Pinterest. And the lady by the name of Tracy Elson, and I apologize if I get your name right, she's the one that posted it, that said she got it from Dale Hampshire. Now Dale Hampshire is an employee of Stampin' Up, and then Dale Hampshire said that he got it from Tamara Buttram, something like that. So it's been around, this card, and then I hope I got all the names right, and I hope I got the direction. Maybe it came from, you know, Tamara to Dale to, or Tracy to, but it's amazing how us demonstrators share everything and everything gets passed around. But thank you, because I think it's a beautiful card. It was a simple card, so you could make a bunch of them as your swap, but it has that pop of wow. Okay, so there, I think I got my leaves pretty well covered. It doesn't take long. And then I'm going to put just a little bit more shimmer paint right here in the center. So now can you see how pretty my leaves are with that shimmer paint on there? It gives it just that little bit of wow. So while we're at it, I might as well, I'm going to try to, I have some shimmer paint here on the side, but I'm going to paint this little thing right here on my wing-a-ding, and then a little bit of the leaves down here on the inside, just so that flower has some wow to it too. Now the good thing about the shimmer paint is it's really thin and it dries really fast, although I got quite a bit on this. I'm going to try to get some of that off. So then the inside has that pretty wow too. Okay, so then to clean your water painter, all you do is, now I'm going to squeeze as much water through there as I can and just wipe it on the paper towel until you can see that it's clean. And in this case, there's no more shimmer in there with the paint, so I know the paint. If it's colored, you can see the color come off of it, but with the shimmer paint, you got to look for shimmer. And put the lid back on there and put that away. But I do love the new and improved water painters from Stampin' Up. So now to this piece of paper, I believe is 3 3/8 by 4 5/8, but I'm going to take this with a little bit of adhesive. And attach that to this Sahara sand, please. That little tiny border. And like I said, if I have the measurements wrong, I would check my blog, because I do have all the measurements on my blog and all the supplies that I used. I'm going to take my bone folder and fold this one in half so it gets that nice crisp edge there. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, to get your paint off of your block, I would just use a paper towel, and look, it comes right off. It won't hurt your block at all. Okay. Whew, glad I cleaned that up. And then with some dimensionals, we'll put a few dimensionals on the back of my flower piece or my vocal piece. Put that right there on the front. And then last but not least, I'm going to bring in some of the, what are these called? The gold glimmer enamel dots. And just put a little bit of bling. I'm going to start with a big one in the center here. Well, these won't stick. There we go. Thank you, little buddy. And a little one there. Let's see if I'm getting them straight. It's hard to see on camera. And then one more right. And I want to move this one down. Come on. There we go. Just a hair. I think that looks better. So then there you go. There's your card. Now, if you're interested in any of my products, you can go to my online store and place an order. Please use host code, because August 23rd is the 15 years that I've been with Stampin' Up, and the anniversary for 15 years is crystal. It's a crystal anniversary. So if you go to my online store, you place an order using the host code, I'll send you some crystal shimmer effects, or crystal effects, shimmery crystal effects, as a thank you for helping me celebrate my anniversary. There's our cards. I hope you like them. I hope you liked your swap. I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you back here Friday. I think we're going to do some Christmas cards at 11. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.